Indian Army is going to induct women as Jawans. Indian Army is going to induct women as Jawans. Till now, women were officers. Rarely we find women officers, and recently Indian Navy also started taking women officers in various commanding positions. Now Indian Army is going to start inducting women as Jawans. Okay, next. You all know Sri Lanka have faced the worst terror attacks, and it banned drones, unmanned aircrafts. It banned drones and unmanned aircrafts to promote the safety in the Sri Lanka. Reserve Bank of India is the first central bank. Reserve Bank of India is the first central bank in the Asia Pacific region. In the Asia Pacific region to begin an explicit interest rate. It has started an explicit interest rate easing cycle. What is this interest rate easing cycle? If you see from last 1.5 to 2 years, when there was heavy inflation, when the inflation rates are very high, when the money is very tight, Reserve Bank is regularly easing the money supply. That means reducing the rates. When Reserve Bank reduces the interest rates, automatically there will be more money supply in the market. When there is more money supply in the market, automatically there will be prices and issues will be increased. So, with respect to high inflation and low inflation, see, when the rates are high, Reserve Bank will squeeze money from the market. When inflation is very high, Reserve Bank will squeeze money from the market. If Reserve Bank squeezes money from the market, the money in the people's hands will become reduced. If money in the people's hands will become reduced, the demand for goods will become reduced. When the goods reduce, demand for goods reduce, prices will also reduce. So, if Reserve Bank follows tight money policy, if Reserve Bank increases interest rates, the money in the hands of the people will get reduced. Automatically the demand for the goods will get reduced. Automatically the inflation will get reduced. In the same way, when there was no market, fair weather in the market, when the market is very bad, there is no money in the market, then what Reserve Bank will do? Will decrease the interest rate. If Reserve Bank decreases the interest rate, there will be more money in the market. If there is more money in the market, more demand for goods. Automatically market will cycle. There will be a very good cycle in the market. So, this will happen with tight money policy and loose money policy. So, easing the interest rates and tightening the interest rate. For example, interest rate increases means banks will get more money. Individuals have to pay more interest. So, if individuals pay more interest, automatically the money in the hands of individuals will come down. The money in the hands of banks will increase. Simple logic. So, RBI is the first central bank in the Asia Pacific region. RBI is the first central bank in the Asia Pacific region to begin an interest rate easing cycle. Interest rate easing cycle. This statement was given by a rating company called Fitch, FITCH. So, RBI is giving good interest rate easing cycle. And next important current affairs, Russia has successfully tested the world's first nuclear power plant. Russia successfully tested the world's first floating nuclear power plant. Russia has the world's first floating, FLOATING, floating nuclear power plant. The name of Russia's world's first floating nuclear power plant is Academic Lomonosov, aka DEMIC, Academic Lomonosov, LOMONOSOV. Academic Lomonosov. Academic Lomonosov. Okay, this is Russia have started world's first floating nuclear power plant. Academic Lomonosov. It tested its capacity. It's really good, going good. Next, 25th April every year is observed as World Malaria Day. 25th April every year is observed as World Malaria Day. Its theme is Zero Malaria Starts With Me. 25th April is the World Malaria Day. Its theme is Zero Malaria Starts With Me. And very important question even for 2019 films. Very important for these films. What is Bepi Colombo? BEPICOLOMBO. Bepi Colombo mission. It's a European Space Agency, Japanese Aerospace Exploration Agency. That is ESA plus JAXA. ESA European Space Agency, JAXA, JAXA. Japanese Aerospace Exploration Agency's combined mission, Bepi Colombo. It was launched in 2018 October. Now it have completed its initial tests. It's going to Mercury. It's going to search Mercury. It is going to make scientific experiments on Mercury. Do in detail research on Bepi Colombo. Even for this year films is very, very important. And Bepi Colombo was lifted on Ariane 5 rocket. It was lifted in October 2018 lifted off from Ariane 5 rocket from Europe Spaceport in Kourou, French Guiana. Europe Spaceport in Kourou, French Guiana. Next important current affairs. India is going to stop importing crude oil from Iran. India is going to stop importing crude oil from Iran. In the backdrop of US refusal to extend the sanction waiver. Remember, what is sanction waiver? Sanction waiver means America imposed sanctions on the countries who are purchasing oil from Iran, who are importing oil from Iran. For India and some other countries, America have given waiver. Waiver means temporary relief. But now America told, I am not going to extend sanction waiver. That means I am going to impose sanctions if you purchase oil from Iran. So India is now stopping purchasing oil from Iran. It has stated that India that it will meet the shortfall by purchasing extra oil from Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, UAE, Mexico. So India purchases crude oil in large volumes from Iran. Now if India stops purchasing that, India has to purchase from some other countries like Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, UAE, Mexico, etc. And coming to Supreme Court, as you all know, there is turbulence in the issue called Chief Justice of India sexual harassment case. An in-house inquiry committee was constituted with the Justice Bogde. And in that committee, there is a judge, Mr. Ramana. He refused to be a part of the committee, giving a way to, I think, mostly female member. But there is an issue here. According to Prevention of Sexual Harassment at Working Places Act 2013, according to Prevention of Sexual Harassment at Working Places Act 2013, in the sexual harassment complaints, there will be at least one external member. But here there is no external member, only internal members. Second thing, there is no rule that was framed in the entire structure of Supreme Court with respect to when there is allegation, when there is a complaint is on Chief Justice of India. If there is a complaint on Chief Justice of India, there is no prescribed rules how to do that. And second thing, there is no external member, only internal members. This is one issue. Second thing, one more committee was proposed to be constituted. It was already constituted. A.K. Patnaik committee. A.K. Patnaik committee. But Patnaik committee said no parallel investigations. No parallel investigations. Let the in-house committee complete it first. With respect to the allegation made by a lady, let the in-house committee complete it first, because the second Patnaik committee is constituted to prove that, to inquire that whether there is a larger conspiracy against Chief Justice of India. So, two committees are different, two issues are different. One issue is women harassment, sexual harassment. The committee is in-house committee, and the second committee is proposed of, it was for whether there is a conspiracy against the Chief Justice of India. So, the second committee is chaired by A.K. Patnaik. Patnaik said, let the in-house committee settle down first, then I will parallelly, after that I will inquire into that. There is no parallel inquiry. There should not be parallel inquiry. Let it complete its investigation first, then I will take up my investigation. This is the other thing. A next important issue is, again, the Northern Ireland, Republican Ireland issue is coming up, flaring up with the killing of a journalist, Lyra Mackey in Europe. See, here you should understand, in 1998 there is an agreement between North Ireland and Republic of Ireland, and also which have an impact on UK, a Good Friday Agreement, also called as Belfast Agreement. A Good Friday Agreement, also called as Belfast Agreement. See, there was a bitter, a long-standing entanglement that whether Ireland should be a part of UK, should not be a part of UK, first thing. Second thing, what is the border arrangement between North Ireland and Republic of Ireland? All these things. To conclude all these things, there was an agreement called Good Friday Agreement, Belfast Agreement, where the borders between North Ireland and Republic of Ireland are open. Now, with the Brexit coming up, till now Britain is in the customs union, UK is in the customs union, and North Ireland is a part of UK. When UK comes out of customs union, what about the border between Republic of Ireland and North Ireland? This is one question. And there were some militant activities run by new IRA, Irish Republican Army. There is some militant activities run by new IRA, Irish Republican Army. So, they were known for bombings, all those things. They don't want the British influence and other things on Ireland, and there were there are various issues there. So, a journalist was killed. Coming to other important news, there is a fire accident in INS Vikramaditya, also called as Admiral Gorshko. Fire accident in INS Vikramaditya, also called as Admiral Gorshko. See, INS Vikramaditya we have purchased from Russia, and in the same way earlier INS Sindhurakshak, Sindhughosh, Sindhuratna, because the Russian ships, there are various fire accidents sometimes, so we need to check the Russian ships when we are purchasing it properly. Next important thing is NHRC gives notices suo motu to the state government. NHRC is giving notices. You should remember a point. 20 students committed suicide because they failed in intermediate. They got less marks what they have expected from intermediate. 20 students. The lives of 20 youngsters who can make a difference in future India have been culled just because of negligence of examination process. This type of mistakes, though it looks very negligible for the authorities, but in the students' life it is pathetic. So, Human Rights Commission should take very good step and active step, should not take a delayed step in the particular issue, and should definitely inquire into the matter, because life is more costly than anything else. These are all the important current affairs.